Hey friends, happy holidays and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I am Taylor. Today I have a Christmas themed what's for breakfast to share with y'all. I had hoped to have this up last week, so this is really last minute because last week I was just sick and could not get this done. But these ideas are pretty simple and probably pretty much made with stuff that you might already have on hand. So I hope it will help y'all still, or if you're planning on going out shopping tomorrow, maybe you can pick some stuff up and make a cute little Christmas themed breakfast. My kids really enjoy these. They think it's so fun. And I typically do these like leading up to Christmas because on Christmas morning, there's no way I'm making something cute like this. I just make a overnight breakfast casserole to throw in the oven while we're like undoing stockings and stuff. So that's what we typically do on Christmas morning. And if you're interested in that recipe, I will have that linked down below for y'all. But let's go ahead and get into this video of 3 cute Christmas breakfast ideas. First up, I have this egg in a hole toast for you. So I am just starting off with some bread and I'm taking some Christmas cookie cutters and cutting some different shapes into the bread. I'm going to mention the ones that looked the best were the Christmas tree and the stocking. And I think a gingerbread could have looked best, but I kind of overfilled these, which you'll see. So I would recommend not overfilling them so they really keep their shape because egg kind of like puffs up and expands, and I didn't really think about that. I also wanted to mention, don't throw away the pieces that you cut out. I forgot to show you all this in the video, but you can save those and then toast them up in the morning and just have cute little cut out toast. Butter them, put some jelly on them, whatever you want to do, cinnamon, sugar. But you can definitely use those, not have any food waste, and have them for breakfast another morning. Then we're gonna mix some eggs together. I did 1 egg per piece of toast. So I did 8 eggs, parsley, some chives, some salt and pepper, and then some cheese, and just scramble that all together. I would recommend doing less than 1 egg per piece since it's gonna overfill. So I think for 8 pieces of bread, I could have done just 6 eggs. And then here I've got my griddle. I would not recommend using a griddle. I'm just full of things I would not recommend. I would recommend doing this in a skillet so you can put a lid on it. But I just melted some butter on there and then put the bread down so it could get toasted on one side. And then once that was toasted, I flipped it over into some more butter and then let that toast for just a couple minutes before I poured my eggs in. Then I poured my eggs in, and then you're going to want to cover this. Since I was doing this on a griddle, it was very hard to cover. I tried with just a lid, and then I ended up covering it with a sheet pan, which worked really well, but I think doing it on the stove and a skillet would have worked better. So here is how they turned out. As I said, some of them I kind of overfilled, so they don't look very cute. But I did have a couple that looked really good. I think the best 2 were the Christmas tree and the stocking, as I had mentioned before. We loved this. It was delicious. The kids were a little bit picky at first because they were like, what's the green stuff? But it didn't really taste like anything because it was just some chives and parsley. And we served this with some sausage on the side. Next up, I have some Snowman cinnamon rolls. So you really just need a tube of cinnamon rolls and then some chocolate chips and like an orange sprinkle or something for the nose. So I am taking my can of cinnamon rolls, and you're going to get 5 snowmen out of this. So you take 5, put them on there as the base of the snowman, and then you're going to take the rest of the cinnamon rolls and kind of start to unroll them. So you end up with 2 circles instead of 1, so you have 2 smaller ones, and then you can press those at the top of the other ones and have like a head on top of your snowman. You end up with 1 tiny cinnamon roll left over. We just made it and somebody got to enjoy the little tiny cinnamon roll. And then I chose not to use the icing that came in the cinnamon rolls. This is totally optional, but I wanted something just a little bit thicker. So I made my own icing with some powdered sugar and milk and vanilla, and I never measure this. I just add some powdered sugar and then just a little bit of milk until I get it to the consistency that I want. So when my cinnamon rolls came out of the oven, then I just added on my frosting, and then I did some mini chocolate chips for eyes and buttons and an orange sprinkle for a carrot nose. To go with this, we just had some bacon and some fruit. Cinnamon rolls are one of those things that you can almost always turn into something for every holiday. I've done pumpkins. I think I've done hearts. I think I've done Christmas trees. And I even did intestines for Halloween one time. They're so easy, and kids always love cinnamon rolls. This next one is super fun and easy. Again, it's little gingerbread man pancakes. I'm just starting off preparing a box of pancake mix according to the box directions. Almost everybody has pancake mix in their cabinet, or you can probably Google how to make pancake mix with just like flour and whatever else you need. I'm not sure. I've never made my own pancake mix, now that I think about it. I usually make waffle mix, and I can't remember what's in that, but it's very similar. So I prepared that according to the box directions, and then I heated up my skillet with some oil, and then I'm just going to cook those up so that they're browned on both sides. Once the pancakes are done, you're going to take half of them and use a gingerbread man cookie cutter and cut it out of the center of the pancake. I wanted to mention, you could also just use frozen pancakes for this. Just heat them up and then cut out the shapes in half of them. And then on the other half that you don't cut, we're going to spread some Nutella on it, or you could do peanut butter if you like peanut butter on your pancakes. And then put the cut one on top of the Nutella and put on some little sprinkles for buttons and eyes, and you have a cute little gingerbread man pancake. And then with those pieces that you cut out, you can butter them and sprinkle on some cinnamon and sugar so you don't have like any waste. You can use those up for a different breakfast. I saved mine and then we ate them the next morning with some cinnamon sugar, and then I also put on some sprinkles, and then you don't have any food waste. That is going to be it for this video. Those are my Christmas breakfast ideas for this year. I know it's late again. I'm sorry. I hope y'all still liked these, and let me know if you plan on trying any of them, even though it is so last minute. I hope y'all have a great holiday, a Merry Christmas, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.